Hello once again everyone, and welcome to Punching Beta's second video on GODUS. I'm Wade Smith, the co-founder, co-senior editor of Punching Beta, and here I am looking at GODUS. If you're not familiar with this game, it's made by 22 Cans, which is headed by Peter Molyneux. I don't have time to go into all of that right now, but I do have a previous video where I go into a slight amount of depth. So, if you watched my last video, I'll put a link to that in the description. You'll see that this is all different. I've upgraded all the houses from hovels, and I've left a couple of hovels here just for reference. And I must say, I have played this game quite a fair amount. Now, you start off over here, and I've learned since the last video, it's not procedurally generated. The game itself is, but for the beta purposes, it's pre-rendered. Whatever. So you start off here, and I've sort of built up my first town, and then I have this town, so named because it's easy for the video. And you can see there's a bit of sparkly things going on all the buildings and stuff. That is when you beautify an area, which I've unlocked. This ability, you beautify an area. Just give me an example. Wonderful. And yes, that's basically what it does. It makes the place look pretty, as well as in blighted areas, which I'll try to find an example of just now. It clears blight. Now, I'm not entirely sure what blight does, but it happens when you overmine an area, or you might just find that it's like that already. So you saw last time I had this area here. This is green because it's been beautified. Now I have this area. Ooh, I'm nearing the 1,000 population mark. So I have this whole space, and I don't think I've shown you the simulated online battles that you can play here, which are pretty interesting. It shows a pretty good example of what you'll experience playing with actual people. And in the beta you can actually play with real people. If you get one of these, you can join some of the people on the Steam community or wherever. But it doesn't seem to be stable right now. A lot of people are reporting crashes, and I don't want to go through that again. So I've been just playing it safe. Sorry. Yes. So I guess this is just turning into a let's play. The last video was sort of an impressions video. This is more of the same, but since it's serialized, I guess it's gonna be a let's play. Ah, here's blighted land. I guess I have to have more faith first. You can see it's all spotty, and it's got flies, not as opposed to the sparkly and butterflies. Also, there's a dusty stuff. It's weird. This game is very addictive, and I started off with a mild enjoyment of it, a mild curiosity. Oh, that pun was not intentional. A mild curiosity about the game, just exploring it, and I find myself, I'm just enjoying it right now, and I'm really excited for the game to be launched fully. Ooh, I've been looking forward to this. So, sculpting beforehand, you can see an example of it in the last video. I can't really show you anymore. Was difficult when you got to the cliffs. Oh, that helps me out a lot. Otherwise I would have to drag each individual layer like that and then pull everything back. Now I can just sort of, that is very helpful. And I criticized the sculpting for lack of intuitivity last time, but this is actually quite impressively intuitive. You saw that I just sculpted individual layers quite easily, and then when I wanted to display cliff sculpting, that's the first time I've tried it, and it's pretty seamless, so that's good. Just an example of what this building does. You click it, this sort of vignette comes up, and a couple seconds later you get the Steam overlay. I'm not sure if you can actually see this. So you get that overlay so you can invite people to play with you. And yeah, I think I'm just going to jump into a pseudo online game with these very, very creepy bots. To give you an example of what it might be like playing with people. So you get these. She got a new thing apparently. Okay. Statue of Exploration. Something I don't have. A request a battle, and this is actually I looked into the files and folders of the game. I think these are all avatars of the devs in the game. I'm sure if another one pops up, see there's actually people involved in the game. I think, I'm not actually sure. So you get different modes. These are just things. Ooh, I'm so wonderfully descriptive. I'm gonna try put the music volume down. I'm not sure if it's too loud or whatever. I guess you can tell me in the comments if you can't hear me or not, then next time I'll do better. So this game mode, obviously you can see up here, destroy the enemy civilization in the time limit. Now if you go look across, you can sort of see what they're doing actually. It's quite interesting. You can see them felling their trees and being a little bit slow actually. The slightly disappointing thing, it's not so much about the game, it's just the beta, is that the AI is really not challenging at all. The pacing of the online games itself, you can see it's a lot faster. And the construction of buildings, I'm very glad that it is that way, otherwise online games would take forever. Very quick. And provides a nice change of pace from playing single player or sandbox mode or whatever, because the sandbox will of course be synchronized online with other players and whatnot. Also it bumps you up a couple of levels. It progresses you. You can make these very large structures, which I can't yet do alone. Here's my influence is spreading, and soon I will send up some of my followers to construct up there. And you'll see it's a little bit disappointing in how little challenge there is when playing against the AI. A good demonstration of how much faster the online is this. They all go quite a lot faster than in single player. Oh, you can see the AI is actually not doing too badly. Maybe it's progressively getting more difficult the more games I play. She's not convinced. Just gonna wait until they're all here. And I'll just deactivate it so that they can start getting to work. Something really cool is you can create militant units actually, which is kind of cool. I'll just move the totem here. I'll activate it, and I'll show you how that's done. Oh, I won't have enough faith actually. Not just yet. soon enough though. They can just wait in the meantime. You you arrange your followers by the totem and you coalesce them into one big thing. One big guy. There we go. So now that I have a couple followers there, let's get a couple more. Make a bigger thing. What? That was weird to say. A bigger champion is what I meant to say. Lovely sound effects. Okay, and then let me just do this. And he sort of just goes about on his own way and destroys. Which is very entertaining. Oh, there he goes. Yep, yeah, the AI is definitely doing a lot better than the previous rounds. I think it's a progressive difficulty scale, which is kind of pleasing. Because there really was no challenge earlier. The game is definitely not optimized as yet. Even though this is pseudo multiplayer, it really is a single player experience. It's oh shit. Hang on. Oh shit. Okay. That's bad. That is very bad. Definitely not going my way this time. Oh yes, I was saying, even though it is a single player experience, it's not connected. There are some noticeable slowdowns. I think you've noticed them as well if you're watching this video. In these multiplayer modes, it's probably just unoptimized code or whatever. But it's just not as smooth as it hopefully will eventually be. And if you are watching, which if you can hear my voice, I would hope you are, just drop a comment about what you'd like to see in future videos, that kind of thing, and we might just look at that, even if it's another game completely. We'll take a look and see what we can do. Make sure to check out our website punchingbeta.com, our Twitter account, follow us there, like our Facebook page. We'll have all sorts of things coming to you in the future and in the past. And yeah, we're planning to do more of this sort of video content, so stay tuned, I guess is what they say. Yeah, stay tuned. In the meantime, I'll just keep playing this. Yeah. So while it's faster paced than single player, there's still definitely a room for sort of competitive dynamic. It's not as if the first person to get to this ground is a clear victor, because as you can see, even though I'm playing against the AI, which I criticize as not being very adept competitively, I actually find myself sort of struggling, and now the tides are a little bit more even, as you can see here. Whoa, what a bad pun. I'm sorry. That is something I was concerned about when playing this multiplayer demo, that when playing online with human players who are very, very fast, it seemed as though the first person to get the most territory or whatever or the fastest person would inevitably win. I don't think that's the case. There's some degree of tactics involved, which is cool. Oopsie. This is a very interesting premise for competitive multiplayer game, though, since it is a god game. Although just multiplayer, it's sort of god game, RTS, MMO. It's pretty cool. One of the criticisms leveled at the game so far is the amount of clicking, and there have been those defending the clicking, saying it's not as bad as you might think. What does that sound? Good lord. There have been some sound glitches like that. I'm sorry if that's bugging you, it's been bugging me as well. Where in other multiplayer instances, everyone just started saying yo, yo, yep, yep, and whistling all at once. There's this weird cacophony of subservient people, and it was weird. What does that sound? Stop it. That's a super annoying sound, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna quickly stop recording and see what I can do to fix this. Just to update you, the sound is still ongoing, and I have to finish the multiplayer battle before I can do anything to fix it. So I'm starting to feel like I'm being mentally conditioned by some binaural beats or something. Like there's some dystopian way of configuring my mind into loving this game, and it is disturbing me. That's obviously not what I think. Okay. Oh! Eerie. It stopped. What on earth is this sound? And now it's gone. And up here, what? And here? And now it's gone. And up here? Okay. How weird. Oh my god! Please stop. Oh, very clever. The AI is actually removing my path so my people can't get down. Very sneaky. Jesus, what is this bloody sound? It's so weird. Seems a little OP, doesn't it? Kind of is. The sound is gonna really get... So the sound has stopped. And I'm actually finding this battle difficult. This battle difficult to close up. It's taking a while. They're obviously quite heavily impaired. I've destroyed most of the buildings. I have quite a number of buildings, but I'm still... I mean, it's been 8 minutes or something. I guess I'll just win by default, but I haven't destroyed them by any means. One criticism I can definitely level at that is that it's very overpowered. It would be okay if I could only use the finger of God within my sphere of influence, but at the moment, even in the shadow area, it seems a bit unfair. Okay, let's just sort of... Let's just get them building again. I think I'm gonna close it up here. So everyone, thanks for watching. If you want to see more of this, just say so in the comments. I'll probably do another one anyway. But like this video, subscribe, share it to your friends, put it on forums and whatever. That really helps out with the traffic and stuff, which is always nice considering that's what we do it for. Yeah, see you guys on the website. Well, like I said last time, I won't really see you, but it would be nice to have you there. Bye bye. Holy shit, wait. As soon as I stopped recording, this eerie sound came up, and everyone is approaching. Holy shit, this is not by my control. And see, this is like a sudden death thing. It's like just a massive mosh pit. They take everyone's followers and just push them together. This is crazy, like this weird funeral death dirge. It's so eerie. My word. This is a dissonant, lovely melody. But wow, that was really unexpected. As soon as I stopped recording, this happened, so yeah. Jesus. I mean, I don't know, with an ending like that, I'm not sure if I want to be the victor. See you next time.